So thank you for doing this interview, Dina. So I want to ask you some warm-up questions first. As a singer, who inspired you? Who's your influences? Was there anybody in your family that were singers?
Not really. My father was a guitar player. My mom kind of was singing, but nah. I just heard a couple of singers and I loved it, and I guess, started singing. And yeah, man, I feel so weird talking about that. I feel like I've been asked that question for like 1,000 times, and I never can come up with anything fresh. I have no clue how that started. I don't remember those days.
So you've been
Yeah.
singing. Was again. Did you play any instruments before? Because I know you play guitar, don't you? And bass guitar.
Well, I'm a keyboardist. That's my first instrument, piano.
Right. Right.
Yeah, so that came later when I was 9.
Wow. So looking back at your influences as singers, who's the most inspired people other than obviously David Coverdale? Is Jon Landé in there and Russell Allen from Symphony X?
Yeah, well, they came later. That they came when I was already like in my late 20s, I would say, or early 20s. But my early influences were definitely Coverdale and Dio and Freddie Mercury and those guys, old school guys, Ray Gillen, Joey Turner, Sammy Hagar, you name it.
So you're influenced by the rock singers. What about metal singers like Bruce Dickinson, Rob Halford, any of those guys coming to the air?
I loved Dio. I loved Dickinson. I loved Phil Anselmo, Lane Staley. Yeah, those guys as well.
Right then.
Yeah,
So what was the very first band you was in? Can you remember the very first band?
I was in.
Yeah, what was the very first band you was in growing up?
I wasn't really joining other bands because I was, as a kid, my dad would take me to like singing contests, and he would always keep me as a solo artist in that sense. So my first band was my support band. So that was the first band I had back in 2008 when I was 16.
Yeah, no, I believe that you was in the Eurovision Song Contest many years ago. Actually,
Yeah,
running it must have been absolutely amazing for you. A real buzz.
yeah, it was great. It was great. It was great. It's it was 23 years ago. 22.
Wow, it's amazing that you've come so far at such a young age, and you've got an amazing voice, Dina.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
It's like to me, you are Jon Landé's little brother.
Thank you. What can I say?
What do I mean? You've obviously met Jon Landé before. Have you worked with him
Yeah.
before?
We met 7 years ago. Yeah, we talked. We were sending each other messages over different people. He's a very nice guy, and he's very nice to me. So, yeah, I love Jorn.
Yes,
Absolutely.
he's a great musician. I remember seeing him back many years ago in England. He was a great performer live.
Yeah, yeah, amazing voice as well.
I mean, so we're going to talk about this album behind me, Animal Drive. What a hell of an album! Awesome.
We're gonna talk about that
Yeah,
album.
just very little briefly. Yeah, just briefly.
Okay.
Just tell me a little bit about this album, mate. Do you think you'll ever do another album?
Well, Animal Drive has grown into Jelusick, so I don't know why are people asking me that. It's Keller and I are still in the band, so it's you still have the core. So under this name, we won't ever do any more albums. So, but you have Jelusick. It's a improved version of Animal Drive. Well,
Right.
to me at least.
What songs from this album did you really enjoy when you were recording it?
I still think Deliver Me is the best track, the last one on the album. I love Tower of Lies. I love Father. I love Devil. I love Fade Away.
Father seems
Yeah.
very personal to you. Is that am I right in saying that? Very
Yeah,
personal
well,
song.
yeah, I wrote that around 15 years ago for my dad. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But it's absolute brilliant song. I listen to it and I think of my father when I listen to it because my father passed away. So it's kind of
Oh,
cool to listen to, you know.
yeah.
Really kind of emotional song.
Thank you.
You're
Yeah.
welcome. So I'm going to talk to you about this project. This is a great album. It's kind of like what Ark should have done, but they didn't. Do you agree?
Stone Leaders. Yeah, yeah. We were talking about doing Arc Ark's third album as with me as a singer. Something went wrong back 7 years ago, so it never happened. Yeah, this was an interesting album. I was 22 when I did it, so I was really young. I didn't listen to it in a while. It's so different.
It is a
Yeah, I don't know what's
brilliant album. It's just like I say, it just reminds me of the second Ark album. Just it's like I close my eyes and I just think you're singing it, but it's not. It's you.
Yeah, my voice sounds very young on this album. So yeah.
It's a shame that they only did the one album.
Well, you know what? I don't look at stuff as it's a shame. I think everything happens for a reason. I'm really happy the way things are now and where I am now. And I think this is where it should be. Everything is developing in right direction. Everything is better, bigger, stronger, more mature. So I'm cool with this record. I'm happy how things went after that as well.
I mean, you've done so many projects and sang on so many albums. It's really hard to keep up with you.
To me, it's not that hard. I know everything, so it might be for audience. I don't know. I can't relate.
I mean, you did this album next to Whom Gods Destroy, a great album. Was that just a one-off album?
That was last year, so that's quite recent. I still don't know. We talked about the second one. We'll see what happens. I got to sit down with Derek Sheridan and see what we're gonna do.
Yeah, right then. So I'm hoping you're going to do another album because was it a successful
Me too.
album? Was it successful for you, this album?
I have no clue. The first single was successful. Everything else, I have no clue. Was it successful or not? Because I was touring heavily with Jelusick. I didn't feel what was going on with Whom Gods Destroy at that point.
Right. Okay. Then, so just going back slightly, what does David Coverdale think of your projects? He must have heard them all. Does he give you any feedback?
Yeah, he actually posted Whom Gods Destroy when first single came out. He posted that on Twitter saying, "Wow, check out my Dino, my snake." So yeah, it's his birthday today. So I just sent him a message right before we spoke.
Oh wow, that's awesome. I mean, that is, like I say, it's a really good album. So now we're going to talk about your first debut album, Jelusick. Great album. It's very heavy. Is it your influence? Is it? Yeah. Do you think it's do you think it's the Pantera in you? Because I know you said you like Pantera. Do you think them sort of bands have kind of come into it?
I do love Pantera. Yeah. I mean, I think this album has a lot of different stuff in it. I don't know. Well, production wise, this new one is even heavier, but it's more diverse. I don't know, man. I've been talking about these records for so many times that I'm trying to come up with something new and I can't. To me, it sounds the way it should sound. It doesn't sound too heavy to me.
Right. So, I mean, compared to what you've done with the previous things, it's a lot of people who think it's really heavy, but it's still melodic and it's still Jelusick.
Absolutely. To me, melody is the key. It can be as heavy as it is. If it doesn't have any melody, it doesn't work, at least in my case.
So how long did it take to record the debut album? And what's your favorite songs?
This one was we recorded Follow the Blind Man as Animal Drive, and then we ended up on Court with Frontiers. We broke as a band, 2 years of nothing, and then once I was released from the court, once the court ended, we re-recorded this album as Jelusick, and we add Acid Rain and Healer as 2 new tracks, and you get the album.
Right, and so it's a really, really strong, powerful album. How long did it take to record this album?
Yeah, just maybe 2 months.
Yeah. Do you have any favorite songs from this album?
Well, Died is always going to be my favorite song on that album. Yeah.
Right. Have you actually done any touring at all in the UK? Because I've never seen anything advertised.
Have I done any touring where?
In the UK.
We have done only Manchester.
Okay. How long ago was that?
That was around this time last year. It was October 13th last year.
That's my birthday.
Wow.
So what was you doing in Manchester? Was it your own show? Was you doing some festival?
No, it was a Firefest.
Yeah, Firefest.
Yeah, it was that. It was that.
Oh, awesome. So how high up on the bill was you for that festival? Was you pretty high on the festival?
Say it again.
Was you pretty high up on the festival, the bill?
Yeah, we were playing around 9 or 10. So I guess, yeah.
Wow. So your new album we're going to talk about, which is absolutely awesome. Great album cover. Tell me a little bit about the artwork. It's very dark, and does it reflect the band's music being a dark cover?
Yeah, it kind of does. We wanted to continue in this blind man style. Let's say it like that. And it's Apolitical Ecstasy. It's also kind of you drink it, and it's a pill I made up that just makes you blind to all the bad stuff, and everything is like living in a fantasy. So yeah, I don't know. I'm really proud of this new one.
So who did the artwork for this album, and what other artist has he worked with?
Say it again.
What artist? What's the artist? What other artist has he worked with? The artist that did this album.
You mean the artwork?
Yeah. Who did the artwork, and who else has he worked with?
You mean so who made this artwork?
Yes.
My dad. My dad made it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Was he worked with you before doing any artwork for the album?
Yeah, he did Follow the Blind. He did Follow the Blind Man as well.
Wow. So how long did it take to do this artwork? What ideas did you give him?
I have no clue. I told him kind of what I need, and when I saw this, I told him, yes, this is it. This is what we're looking for.
So is your dad an artist? Is that what he does for a living?
Yeah. No, he does it. Well, he's a graphical designer and engineer, so that's his job.
Okay, then. So how long did it take to record this album? Whereabouts was it recorded? Which studios?
To be honest with you, I don't have a specific answer to this. We recorded Power to the People in Groove Central over a year ago. Then we took a break. Then we recorded the 9 songs we had left like in 2 months. So it can take a week up to like 6 months. It all depends on how well organized you are, I would say.
So, I mean, what's your favorite songs from the new album?
Oh, I think Jaws of Life is great. It's super heavy, and it's probably the best album opener we're ever gonna have. I think Torn is great. I think Groove Central is very funky and very cool, very out of the box. I don't know. It's the whole album is every song is different. So I don't like picking songs as favorites at this point. It's gonna take me a while to like digest and see what I actually think of this, like in a couple of months.
So how do you compare this album to the previous one?
I don't compare it. It's two different entities. I do not like comparing albums. This one is more of a album. For the Blind Man was more of a 11 songs that could be singles put together as an album. Let's put it that way. That's how I see it.
Right, then. So you say it's a very dark album cover, and it obviously reflects with the music. The album's very, very good. Production's awesome, by the way. What sort of reviews have you been getting so far from the press and your fans? What they're saying about the new album?
Well, I've been getting some messages from friends and musicians saying that they're absolutely blown away. I saw some reviews. Did I see any? Yeah, well, reviews. I don't. To be honest with you, I don't read reviews and stuff like that anymore because they always. Some reviews said, "Oh, this is not as strong as Follow the Blind Man," but then when they had to review Follow the Blind Man, they said, "Oh, this album could be stronger." So they're never satisfied. So to me, reviews are, I think when Led Zeppelin came out, reviews were not good for them. So I don't take reviews that seriously anymore.
Okay, then. So how many promotional videos are you planning on doing for this album? I know you've done a couple. How many more songs are you going to release as promotional?
That's a good question. I have no clue. Maybe 2, 3. Yeah, we'll see.
Right then. So you signed with Escape Music. How's things going with the label? Everything going good?
Yeah, very smooth. Yeah, it's very cool. Khalilo's a very cool guy, and yeah, it's great.
So how have you got any new songs? I know it's really early stage, but a lot of bands plan ahead. Have you got any new material in mind for the next one, or any directions?
I've been thinking about it, but I decided to stop thinking about it because I need my mind to rest. I have released Michael Romeo, 2 Jelusick albums, and Whom Gods Destroy in the past 4 years. Tons of guest vocals, tons of touring, and I just need a break. So I think the third one is going to be the heaviest. I think I have a title in my head, uh, but I don't want to anticipate anything right now. We'll see when the time comes. Once
Yeah.
I move into my new place and set everything up, I'm going to start slowly working on it. I don't want to fast forward anywhere anymore.
Right then. So I believe you're doing a concert tomorrow night. Your manager was telling me. How long are you going to be playing the concert for tomorrow? Is it a headlining show?
Nah, tomorrow I'm just a guest on a Tina Turner show here.
Okay, I thought you'd been doing When are you actually going to be touring for this album? You got anything planned for this year, or is it next year?
As for now, we only have two shows in Norway and one hometown show because we've been touring so much. That's one of the reasons why we didn't have proper time to finish some things because we were touring nonstop. So as for now, we have those three shows, and I think we're gonna have like a month, 2 months break, and then we'll see what's gonna happen.
Right, great. I hope you do play the UK because I'd love to see you live.
Absolutely, likewise.
I bet you really kick ass live, and I bet you guys are heavy as shit.
Well, I'm not. I feel stupid talking about it. Once you come, you'll see, and you be the judge.
Right then. So I want to wish you all the best, Dino, for doing this interview, and thank you for doing it. Do you have anything to say to the people watching this on YouTube?
No, check out the new record and yeah, enjoy.
Brilliant. Well, have a nice day, my friend. Thank you for doing this interview, and I say I wish you all the best with the album sales. Thank you, Dino. Take care, my friend. God bless. Cheers, brother. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye.
Thank you. Greetings, metalheads. Thanks for watching the interview with Dino Jelusick. I hope you enjoyed it. The new album's absolutely amazing. If you've not heard it, the title is called Apolitical Ecstasy. It's released on Escape Music. So I want to thank Dino for doing this interview, his manager Dario, and Escape Music. Thanks for watching, metalheads. Leave comments and let me know what you think of the interview. Stay metal. Thanks for watching.